All right, we are back. We have had supper. We have relaxed. We are ready for another 9 stressful laps of Nordschleife. Or the Nürburgring. All right, this is going to be good. I have no idea where we're starting because I still didn't bother setting a time because that's just dumb. But we are car number 2, so I'm very... Where are they sticking us? 4th. 4th out of 18 drivers. I can't start from the pits. That's too far back. I need to grid. Okay. We are gridding. So, we will set our car up to do the swap. So again, nothing has changed. This is still, you need to survive the track, not the other cars. The other cars are going to make mistakes. You just need to... Oh, Will did decide to say no. All right. Bold move, car number 1. He's going to lap us after 9 laps anyway.
If I finish this race, that'll be 9 plus 6 plus 9, whatever that number is. So too big. 18, 21, 24 laps?
Only?
All right, I'm not pressuring anyone up here. I just want to survive lap 1, guys.
No problem. I'll pass you on the right. 4.
Personal goal, survive turn 1. Yay!
Okay, so I don't know Rusty. I don't... Whoa, I hate that corner. So I don't know if he's like really fast. Or he's just the only guy who's actually set a practice time. Ty will be up here eventually. Okay, I can tell I'm faster than him, but we are not making a pass until...
So sorry, Lilac.
You have to be so... Like for the first race. If you're going to make a pass, it needs to be very sure. This is a long race. I don't need to pass this guy right now. Like, even if, you know, for all I know, he's just getting warmed up and he'll eventually take off on me. But this is a 7-minute lap. 6 and a bit. Lots of room for mistakes to happen, as I showed last race. This little section, I'm not a fan. Again, I'm not. I just don't trust full speeding that corner. That whole little section there scares me. There, now he's got his tires up to temperature and he's pulling away. These curbs will kill you. Do not touch them.
Sorry.
That section, man. You lack confidence, Craig. The answer to that is yep. Just popped out. Away we go.
Dale, Mario, dale.
You gotta go and go for it.
That's what I did in the last race, except I hit the wall on the lap after finally getting the car repaired. Oh my God.
Oh, my bad.
All right. So let's get second lap, doing the F1 circuit. Now getting the heck off of it. My tendency to downshift too much. Should have been in second. I was in first. As soon as I touched the gas, the wheels wanted to, the back end wanted to spin around. Back during COVID, I used to just run laps at this just for fun. But it has been too long. And that's where you'll see a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys are just, they run, they know, they were like, oh, hey, the Nürburgring is in this car, I'm going to run it. Because they just love the Nürburgring. And they don't care what car they're going to be in. Once you hit a rhythm, this track is just glorious.
Voy por la izquierda, Oscar. Oscar, Oscar.
still stays the same. This is not something you would ever see an actual IndyCar, you know. The curbs are insane.
Gotcha.
I don't think they have enough safety crews in the world to station all the different posts they'd need. Ooh, Will died. Okay, he really was out of practice. Alright, lap 2 almost survived. I mean, we still have to get past, you know, the last corner that killed me last time. Alright, so Mario's caught up to me. He is obviously much faster. Let him by because I want to live, and I don't want him pressuring me the whole way through this next section, like the whole front part of the Nordschleife part, and having another 2 wide instance again. And again, I said, you're not racing other drivers, you're racing the track. That was it right there. So it looked like it was only a light touch of the wall for him. He's still coming. But it means he's going to properly, hopefully, he will wait until the main straight again and then pass me there. You saw how much more top speed. I know I technically have more downforce than I should have, but I really like the downforce on this this whole, all the technical part of the track. I need it. He just made another mistake. And that's it. So now I just keep going until the next faster guy than me comes up. Go.
Traigo daño, Guillermo. Puedes pasar.
Curb's bad. Do not be. If you do hit them, get
Gracias,
off the
Mario.
gas. I don't feel that was an off track. Fell out of the slot. Looks like we've lost third. Oh, it was Mario. Okay. Right. Made a mistake. So, this is the pits. Just gotta, as soon as the turn happens, you just gotta immediately come over, get into the wall. Turn, car. So the only way we're catching Rusty is if he makes a mistake. He has got the speed we do not have. Nope. It's a corner there, Craig. Thought I was going off on the left. I lifted. It's okay, again, we have a huge gap back to third now. A huge gap up to first. It is this is a lone race. It's yourself against the track. Too tight. Focus. so mean. It was still asphalt. Oh, oh. This section is so technical. Just lazy, slow corners that you need to be perfect at. Hey, Daniel. Eep, turn. Tried to downshift there when I shouldn't have. Luckily the car was like, no, you're going way too fast to downshift, you idiot. This is just such a fun track to drive. Probably my favorite one on iRacing. Basically, it has all the things that I say that I like about, you know, a road course. It's, you know, it has elevation changes, it's unforgiving. It's a little bit too narrow, but, you know, so that's the same. Every lap I reel him in a bit through this whole section, and then from this part onwards, he pulls back out again. Almost got on the gas while the car was still hadn't planted itself. That would have looped me immediately. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Breathe, Craig, breathe. Okay. Okay, refocus. So those are the type of accidents where you need to just let the car do its thing. You saw I didn't really fight the car with steering. I just let it wibble wobble. You know, it was ricocheting, high centered between the left and the right wheels, and I just held the wheel straight and off throttle until the car was settled back down. That's how you survive those. It's almost like I do that all the time. Yeah, Rusty's fast at this track. That's innovative language. Because he's fast. I don't recall ever having raced him in an Indy race before, but he might just be someone who's like, he knows this track. He knows this track well. Or he's just a really good IndyCar driver who's just coming up. I should miss that corner more. I don't think I've hit it yet this lap, or yet this race. These five corners need to be burned. Actually, this whole F1 track needs to be burned. Oh gosh, no. I am an IT nerd. I just always loved IndyCar right from the 80s. So basically, my prime teenage years were right when Players Forsythe in the, mid-90s was a thing. So it was like the perfect time, to be that age and have a team that's Canadian drivers and shares your last name. So it's like, loved it. But I've been playing various racing games since Indy 500 for like DOS. But I never really got into the online stuff. Even during the PlayStation days, I didn't like Gran Turismo because all you did was bounce off walls or bounce off other drivers. It wasn't until I found iRacing that I was like, oh, okay. Suddenly you're racing guys who their lines aren't exactly the same every single lap like an AI race. I don't know anyone that likes the F1 portion, like the F1 circuit here. Where am I? Oh, right. I lost track of what part of the track I was on. Not first, Craig.
Cuidado, par, cuidado.
Slowed down too much. Started to turn too early. This is the type of stuff that shows, like, if you're going to be good at endurance racing, can you do 12 laps of the ring without killing yourself? Ignore the other driver, like, you know, but can you do it? Don't think about hot lapping. Think about, like, can you just consistently do the number of laps that would be required to do a stint in the 24-hour races? And those guys that can do that and be consistent and stuff, man. I am not smooth and consistent enough for that type of stuff. Bad. Is Mario running me down again? Lordy. Alright, I've got 3 laps to stay ahead of him. Oh, Craig, 60, not 64. I hate this. Corners. Hey, tires. Warm up. I need me some of them F1 tire warmers. Alright. Focus, settle down. Settle down. You versus the track. I'd say run away, but he's run me down twice now, right? He's just kept making little mistakes that have had him fall back, so... Well, they're quicker than us on every straight, guys. Driving what I'm going to call the training wheels set. Lots of downforce for all the technical sections. Unfortunately, means I'm not very fast on the high-speed sections. But that's what you do when your focus is on survival. Yay! I'm in the AlphaTauri, and Mario is in the Red Bull. Again? Man, I cannot get the braking for that corner. Wow. Not even gonna fight him now. I almost did what he did on that. Man, that would have been hilarious if I then slid into the wall 2 laps after he did that when I let him by. I got disconnected. That sucks. Really liked the Reds on my first stint, but apparently the Reds were the wrong choice. Corners. Well, he's trying to catch Rusty, so maybe he'll make a mistake. Push too hard. hit that inside curve pretty hard. When you do that, it tries to kick you hard the other direction. All right, so need to add to my notes for the setup to do double primaries, not double alternates. Good Lord, I'm 6 seconds off my old pace. Almost 7 seconds. One, two, three, four, five. 5 cars still the lead lap, and 2 other cars circulating. Wow. So that goes back to what I said at the start. It's not about the other cars. It's about surviving this track. It's already dangerous enough, and if you're going to increase it by hard battling other cars, probably going to die. And then I immediately downshifted to first to celebrate taking that corner properly. I downshifted to the wrong gear and then missed this corner. Burn this whole part of the track down. Mario's only 6 seconds behind Rusty now. He's got the bit between his teeth. All right. All right, he says. And then immediately... Okay. Were my reds that bad on the 3rd lap? And I just flat out completely put it out of my mind? Wow, bad job, Craig. But 4th behind us is over a minute behind, so bring the car home. Make safe choices. Well, Daniel's either, or Rusty's either turned back up the pace or Mario's run out of steam. They seem stuck at 5 seconds apart. Still impressive. They are only 3 seconds apart now. All right, gotta be careful. I'm at 15 out of 17 now. Man, he got it down to 2.5 seconds. Yeah, it was true. It's like you can't play that that kind of dangerous game with the curbs that much and survive. Congratulations, race survivors. Wow, okay. Okay. Survived an hour of the Nürburgring. And only tried to murder myself 15 times. Alright, so let's see. Is it going to be able to get us? Oh, I saw him wiggle. So you can see the green as he's trying to cut the corner super tight, but you can see left front wheel is on the curb. He's gotten under the power and started to oversteer. So he tries to correct it, and Lilac is... Oh, that was Ty and Lilac. Okay. So Ty just got on the power too quickly. Too quickly on too tight a corner with the tires at that temperature. And that's what took them both out immediately. How did he wibble wobble his tire the whole way back to pits? That's good job. Whoop. I think that's just the same idea. Getting on the power, and just the car just kept going. Kept going right. Yeah. How do guys do a 24-hour here? That's nuts. Nuts. I mean, I realize, yeah, it's in sports cars or whatever. I love when blinking does that. They come back like the car has been deconstructed and has to get put all back together. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, so that was the one where Oscar got by me and then just too much curb. You could see, so his right fronts, his rights are on the curb, and then he bounces back on, like when he comes down it bounces, which sends him over. Is he damaged? It doesn't look damaged. Okay. So that was lap 1. Oh. And when you're the second guy like that, there's nothing you can do. It's just like you see it happening in front of you. Oh, that was Will. That was how Will died. So Will's just coming up because Will pit lane started and was just going to come up through the field. So he'd already gotten himself up to 8th from 17th, starting from the pit lane. See, I went super wide every time, but at least I didn't do that. So that's the opposite. Now his tires are going to be like molten lava for the next, all these terrible corners. Whoop, whoop, come back. Well, I mean, the speeds are just so high in these cars, it'd just be too dangerous. Whoop. I've done that many times. Very pretty. And the little wiggle as he starts going, I give that 10 points for flair. Wow. Right when he shifted, the wheels spun up. Traction had gotten loose. I'm gonna guess just a bit. It was just bouncing when he shifted, and then the wheels spun. Only thing I can guess. Otherwise, that's a weird one. Oh, Dad. Caught the curb. These curbs. Yeah, That was if you watch any like the Sabine Schmidt, her back when she always did the track, the hot laps or the taxi laps, and man, she could be like that far off of a curb. Of course, she'd done like a bajillion million miles at the track. She was not called the Queen of the Ring for nothing. Okay. Oh, so just kind of touched the curb. That was enough? No. Did he touch the curb? Really? It just unsettled the car enough to put him into the other pit lane. The taxi pit lane. Or the non-combined... No, and the car's broken. Nice. That's a crap way to go. Eep, eep. Oh, he just knocked his... Oh, and he came back. Okay. Oh. He did it right there. You could hear he wasn't on the power. But he just couldn't get the car to hook back up to get off the grass. Oh. Okay. That's a new one. I didn't know you could flip upside down there. I've seen cars high-centered. Like, you can high-center the Indycar here on this curb by doing the sideways and getting stuck there. Wow, that's unfortunate. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ugh. That is how I died in the first race. How I took myself out after spending all that time fixing my car. Now Oscar's just... Arr. Ooh, 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 ooh. Beautiful. Wait, I just realized that's Gregory. So he flipped his car upside down, towed, and it fixed it? That's the same guy, right? It is the same guy. That's crazy. And that was it. All right. Well, we ended up third. We don't have the speed of the super fast guys here. That's as simple as that. It's always been that way. So what was my best lap was a 6.55. That's about right. I think I've done like a 6. I don't think I've ever been in the 6.4s. So that's right. And I mean, the super fast guys are in the low 6.4s, if not faster. So there's a lot of time you can get at this track. You just need to be really good at it and really consistent at it. And if you aren't, just make sure you survive. You'll get a good result. So there we are. So, guys, thanks for joining. It was cool to have you. Cool to have you join. We will be back. No, we don't have a league race tomorrow. We'll be back Thursday. All right. Thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned. Go by the Nürburgring. This track is awesome. It's brutal. It will kill you 1,000,000 times. You will click reset 500 times. But once you put a lap together, you're like, my God, this track is great. And that's how it should be. Till later. Thanks for